Shall I start?
Yeah, please start.
Okay, so once again, welcome to our webinar. Today's session is about Microsoft O365, savings plans and collaboration from anywhere, hosted by Peritos Solutions. First and foremost, who we are. We are Microsoft Gold Partners, software development and consulting firm based out of India, New Zealand, Australia, and US. We cater to clients across the globe. Now, I would like to introduce today's presenters. That's me, Priyanka Shrivastava. I have been writing about emerging technologies and I work with Peritos as a business analyst. And of course, our director, Peritos Solutions, Vinita Kasliwal, will be sharing more details and demos during the webinar. You can keep your questions ready. We love to hear from you at the end in the Q&A section. Okay, now let me take you through today's agenda. Understand with us why to choose O365, which is a mission critical application for your business to work smoothly. Collaborate and also comparison of similar products in the market and why O365 stands out as a #1 product with its wide range of O365 products. We'll share with you about different O365 plans available where you will also understand the different applications like Outlook, Teams that comes with the O365 license. In FAQs, we'll tell you about how you can check your usage, how to handle scenarios like a user leaving your organization, and savings option. A quick discussion about how you can use shared mailboxes instead of creating a licensed user each time. What are the options to manage group of users using distribution lists and groups? A few of our customers in Australia and New Zealand that we have been supporting since over few years, and we hope to get a few more, which is what happens after every event we host, as we present you a customized saving plan on your current bill. In the getting started section, we would definitely want you to assist with consultation, credits, and proof of concept that can help you aid O365 as a solution for your business. Vinita will be giving you the demo and will be taking up any question and answers further. We have also planned another session on Teams, SharePoint, and OneDrive in the coming week. We'll shortly share the details with you and hope to see you there too.
All right, I'll move to the next one.
Okay, here Microsoft provides us fundings to be shared with the clients, for which these are the steps you see. We need to follow them. We'll share more details about this towards the end of the webinar, so please stay tuned. Here are the top of mind concerns and challenges we have heard from IT leaders, and I'm sure you also have these in your mind too. So if you are interested to know how we can best collaborate, you also want to know what are the best change tracking options available and the version management options handy. Whether you would like to understand that will you be able to share separate folders in different team members for your different team members using O365 features? How does it work with the cloud and off cloud? And what is the desktop versus online mode in the syncing specific folder means? So we'll be taking all these things towards the FAQ section. So you must have in your mind, so why only O365? Why you want to choose O365? So these are some of the native features of O365 that will lead you to why choose O365 over the other service providers, wherein you can do version tracking, chat, call, meetup up to 300 attendees. Both web and mobile versions of Office apps are included as a part of the license. 1 TB of cloud storage per user, business class email, standard security that comes with a basic license, and an enhanced version if you take a premium version of O365. Anytime phone and web support, it is compatible and user friendly. Desktop versions of Office apps with premium features, easily host webinars, as you see we are doing it right now. Attendee registration and reporting tools, manage customer appointments, and access and data control. So these are the features which are based on the type of license you opt for, and premium version has all these features. So as you see here, here we'll talk about the other options available in the market, which are Google Workspace and Dropbox. Both of them lack the basic compatibilities that O365 provides, that includes file version management, work or office integration, desktop versus cloud, storage capacity that's much more available than Google Workspace and Dropbox. Again, you have the chat options where you have a powerful tool like Teams to collaborate internally with your team members and even with the outside users. Email client, Outlook that includes web version and Outlook as well as the desktop version. Both are better in performance and as compared to other products in the market like Gsuite or Dropbox, of course, they don't have that. So in terms of security, if we see O365 provides you with a multiple factor data authentication, and Microsoft O365 is protected with TLS encryption using 2048-bit keys. This is a robust encryption that will ensure that your files are kept safe from hacking attempts and tracking while in transit. With advanced threat protection, O365 solutions are completely protected and reliable to meet all your business needs. So let's see what are the different apps you get with O365 license. If you are purchasing, you will get the facilities of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, Outlook, Exchange, OneDrive, and SharePoint. They are really compatible and user friendly, and you can explore these yourself too. They are very handy. These are the multiple O365 plans available. It can be really confusing for a business owner to choose the right plan, or if you have already chosen and don't know what if it is the right one for you. So you can compare and choose from a variety of plans designed for business like yours, as you can see it on the screen. Either way, we can assist you to choose the right option based on reviewing your requirement, business goals, and your current situation. The different plans that Microsoft is providing are business plans, basic, standard, and premium. And if we go for enterprise plan, E3, E5, F3, even E3 and E5. So talking about Microsoft products aligned to top priorities, other than O365 is how Microsoft Stack will line up against different other customer priorities. Customers can start at any point at the journey that makes sense to them, with the peace of mind that they can add on as needed without worrying about how different technologies will interact and work across their business. Reporting and authentication, Power Apps, Power BI, use ERP as a whole in AX, Business Central and F&O products from Microsoft, or just specific models like marketing, sales, customer management module available in Dynamic Suite for products. Backup, protection, and restore services like Azure Backup, Defender Virtual Infrastructure like virtual machines, Windows Server, virtual desktop, etc. They all are the part of O365. Right now, we are not discussing this in detail, but it's good if you know what are the different options available for you. We'll be happy to take up if, any specific questions if you have towards the end. So here are some of our newly added customers in Australia and New Zealand region. And we are looking for the next set of customers whom we can help, and also share the credits and fundings benefits we get from the Microsoft as a channel partner. If you're keen to discuss more, please do reach out to us and email mentioned on the last slides. We definitely recommend you to talk to us and get more details on what's the right plan for your business. That all depends on your business need and when you require. So now I would request Vinita to take up from here, and she'll be sharing more details about O365 features. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka. I will basically be giving a quick demo on the system. So what we are trying to do here is show you some of the features that you need to know. I have created some test users and I've logged into the admin Microsoft portal. So when you log in, and let's assume that one of those users leaving your organization. So the right way to deal with this is to select the user, go ahead and delete the user. You can then delegate access to another user in your organization. So here, I am just going to select my name as a person who's going to be responsible for managing emails that are sent to this user after they have left. So just taking a bit of time, and I select myself. So note that now this email for that particular user is going to be converted into a shared mailbox. which means that there's no fee that you're incurring for maintaining the license for that user. So you can use the current display name. In my case, I'm just going to leave it as user 5. You can send an automatic reply to everyone who is part of your organization or outside. And when they try to send email to the user, it gets sent as an automatic reply and will also be forwarded um, to a person in your organization that you can provide as a setting here. So for now, I'm just selecting people inside my organization. So I complete this, review and finish, and click on transfer ownership. Now I will also be able to see all the previous emails for the user, and I will be able to convert this into a shared mailbox after I finish the last step. So if I just go back here and maybe I just check the shared mailboxes, I will see a user 5 test now converted as a shared mailbox. Now note that if I click on this user, there's no option for assigning the license because, as I mentioned, shared mailboxes do not incur any license compared to if it's still completing. So if let's say if I go to the actual set of users, and I search for more test users in my system, I see here that they have a Microsoft 365 E3 license. So if I click on it, it gives me an option to assign a specific license to the user, as I'll just show you once it's open up. So here be an option that we can assign a particular license to the user and they can then incur that particular count. It will be reduced from your license count here. But as soon as I deleted that user and converted into a share mailbox, it's now no longer a licensed user. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention here, that if you have, let's say you have like some common mailboxes like contact us, info, admin, you can create them as shared mailboxes and then assign different set of permissions. So if I click here now, I'm definitely added as one of the managers associated with this account. So if I check the mail option here in the shared mailbox, if I go back and check for user 5, I'll be able to see that it has got me as one of the members and I have the read and manage and send permissions. Similarly, you can add more users to that. And this shared mailbox is basically something that you can distribute within your team to be managed as one of the emails. The next thing I would want to discuss is the distribution list now. So if I check the option on the teams and groups section in the admin center and go to active team and groups, I have a distribution list here. Distribution list is something that you can group multiple of your users together. So let's say I have a sales team or a marketing team. I've created one common email with sales@peritosolutions.com. So any sales related activity will be done by that. And my member is, I've made Priyanka as one of the members and I can add more. And I'm one of the owners here. Sorry, Priyanka is the owner here and I've made myself as the member, and we can add either both manage owners and manage members from this section. So once you do that, you are good to go, and now you can start using this email, which will then automatically send an email to all of the members in this group, in this distribution list. Similar to a distribution list, you have something called as group. Now they are more suitable when you are intending. So you first select this Microsoft 365 recommended option. You create a new group, let's say test admin. You assign an owner, that will probably be me again. And some member. Again, you can have a test admin as your email for that particular group, but this email is mostly for collaborating with the group email in terms of your files, folders, calendars, or any specific things that you would like specific to the group to be updated in one location. Now I created the group. Now remember that this group is not just specific to managing your O365 license, but this group will be available to be used across all of the Azure portal, as well as if you sync multiple third-party apps within your Active Directory, you can also use it there. So I'm not going to go into those details, but it's very handy if you use multiple distributed systems by just maintaining your group categorization on this Active Directory page here. You'll be able to pretty much govern across multiple apps, across different third-party users access level, and you don't have to keep redefining it every time again. So that's one of the key things I wanted to discuss, and I will now go to the next section, which is how can we check the different plans that are available? Just what Priyanka explained, I'm going to take you to a specific Office 365 New Zealand link, and there's one link for each country. So I'm going to check the New Zealand link here, and you will see that for business, there is Business Basic, which is there's something called as just Business, Standard, and Premium. Now, these are one set of licenses for businesses. If you categorize yourself as an enterprise, or you need like a better set of license and features, then there's enterprise license, which is E3, E5, and F3. And there are much more actually. You have to uh, browse through a lot of pages to find the right link, but we do have it handy for different countries where we sell as channel partners. So based on the different features and uh, depending on your usage, you can select the right plan for you or get into a consultation with a partner and they can assist you much better. So the last thing, like maybe a couple of more things that you would want to understand is your license and how you check that. So here I'm going to go to your products in again the same admin center, and this is where all of your products get listed. So for example, you have like a lot of O365 licenses, or you have Power App, etc., etc. You can get all the list of licenses at one place. There's there's a specific set of savings that you can do if you select the right plan with the right feature. Sorry, the right expiration. So let's say this one expires every month. So if you see the, let me zoom in. This expires on the 3rd of March, and this expires on the August 3rd. So this is actually an annual license, annual commitment paid monthly. So with this annual commitment paid monthly for one of our clients, what we've done here is 44 of their licenses purchase quantity is a yearly commitment but paid monthly. Now they get a cheaper value, but at the same time they can't reduce the count. However, for 9 of these licenses, it expires every month. So they pay a higher price, but they can keep reducing those numbers. So they know that, some of these users will come and go. So it's better to have an option to be able to get rid of these licenses. So that's how you would have to plan. The other option is that you collaborate with a partner, or you have a upfront payment. So even with the annual commitment, if you want a much cheaper and a price that doesn't keep changing, you can also do an upfront payment, a partial or a total upfront payment, which gives you further discount. So those are some of the options. Maybe I will just go through if I've covered most of it. We'll also circulate this PPT if that's helpful for each of the attendees here and for those who didn't, to go through this and come back if they have questions. So these are some of the options that I just discussed. What happens if someone leaves the organization? How do shared mailboxes count? How do the shared mailboxes can be used? And you have to give the user the right license, distribution list, groups, the different plans that are available, how the discounts can be applicable. And the other way you can save is do not create a licensed user for each of your accounts. You can create a group mail or a shared mailbox, and it doesn't have to be a dedicated mailbox each time. I'll come back to the report section again. Before that, you should know how to keep a check on the number of users that are not active and check users that are not using the license so that you can decrease the license each month. So these are some of the offers from our side. Uh, you can get up to 5,000 USD for 5 businesses each month, which Microsoft provides to us, and we are happy to share that with new or existing clients. You can book a one-to-one consultation, get assessments and reports to review your existing environment, and we can provide you a savings plan. If you review our recommendations and you understand what needs to be done and you agree with the scope, we can finalize it. And we also, apart from O365, can help you in Azure credits, fundings, and POC starts and implementation. So as you earn more of these credits, you will save more, and that's what the agenda for these sessions are. There are some more empowering problem solvers to grow their business. These are some of the other funding options that are available from Microsoft: Azure Migration and Modernization Program, and Customer Investment Fund, credit offerings, and proof of concept funding and technical assistance. That's it for today's session. I would just like to briefly discuss that we'll have another session on Teams and SharePoint where we go through each of these agenda, which we are again going to put up on the next session that we are intending to do, probably in 2 weeks' time. And before we go further for the question and answers and offers again, I just want to, I forgot to display one of the other feature that you need to be using for checking your reports. So I will just quickly go through that. So let's say I'm going here and scrolling down, there's a report section and a usage here. In this usage, you can see the list of active users and a much more graphical version here. Click on view more and it will give you a list of all your users. Now from this list, you can find out the last activity date, which is for Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, etc. And probably I would just stick with Exchange, and it will give you a date as to when this was last used, or maybe it is blank, then it's not used. And based on that, you can actually decide every month which user is not active and not really using your email. So maybe that license cost, which starts from $10-15, but can be up to 57 and can be a significant cost that you can save each month if you keep a track on it. Our email address, info@peritos.solutions.com. You can reach out to us and let us know how we can probably help you get started.